There are two things that liberals overlook and that liberals have overlooked throughout history. Number one, they seem to forget that most of the time you cannot change one thing without something else changing. Or another way to put that is, if you try to solve one problem, another problem creeps up in the place of the one you just tried to solve. The result often is you have made things worse rather than made them better. And an example of this is Obamacare, where yes, there were a lot of Americans who were not insured, so we passed Obamacare, and the result is there are a lot of Americans still who are not insured, and many insurance companies are getting out of the health business. A whole lot of problems have developed, again because of the liberal mindset that thinks we know the solution of the problem, we do this and all of our problems will be solved, so they do it, and a new set of problems come in that they did not anticipate. It does not work as planned. Now, the second thing that liberals overlook is that there are always enemies over the horizon just waiting to conquer you. Example after example after example could be given. A few years ago, there was always the communist. Well, the communist threat doesn't seem to be as big now, but still there are other enemies. The terrorists seem to have taken the place of the communist. But all down through history, for the Romans, it was the Germans and the Huns. For the Chinese, they eventually got conquered by the Mongolians. Time and time again, going all the way back to Sumer, the Sumerians got conquered by the Amorites, a group of Arabians that came out of Arabia. There's always been a group of people just waiting over the horizon, waiting for a sign of weakness, and when they see that weakness, they're ready to come in, take over, and conquer. It's something the liberals overlook. Now, you might think, well, what's this apply to us? The United States cannot be conquered. Perhaps you're thinking that. Folk, there is no such thing as a nation that cannot be conquered. There's no such thing as a civilization that cannot come to an end. Here's a list, big list, of civilization after civilization, ethnic group after ethnic group, empire after empire, that was conquered by their enemies and who conquered them. In just about every case, these people had weakened themselves from within before they were destroyed from without. It can happen to any civilization, it can happen to us.